multiplication. Like, okay, just to demonstrate what string math can do so far is you see this whole bunch of like multiplication, and then I input these numbers as strings, right? And then I just run all these tests. And then I'll just go compile. And then when it's done, I run it. You can see it just spits out these numbers. Because in normal coding, we are going to treat these numbers as numbers like int, float, long, doubles, all that stuff. But they have a range. If you go outside that range, things will become wonky. And string math is here in order to fix that wonkiness. So that's the thing that we have. Another good example, just to show what is string math all about, is I can actually do a for loop just to show you. So over here, let's do a for loop. Let's do int starting from 0, int less than, let's say maybe 32 whatsoever, I++. Okay, let's do what should we do? Okay, for an example, I'm just going to say int. I'm going to call this thing box int. Let's say starting from 1, okay? And then long box long, also starting from 1. And then now it's a string. I call this thing box string, and because it's a string, I will give it 1 over here. Okay? Now, every time, what we're going to do is to say box int will be box int multiplied by I. The same goes for box long as well. So box long multiplied by I. And then box string. Over here we will be using string math. So let's go with small wall. And then we go multiplication. And then over here the string will be himself. And then also string no int to string, let's go to string this thing. Okay, so we have that. And then let's see what will we get. First we will see out box int, and then we will output what is the result. We have box long over here, right? And then we have finally box string, which is actually now using string math to do it. Box int long string. Yep, there we go. Now, so basically this is actually factorial to some extent. So I'm gonna just hit save, and then I'm gonna just let it run and then just show you what string math is all about. So over here I'm gonna just click clear, compile, and then run it. Oh wait, stupid me, I let I start from 0. There we go. Of course it won't work. There we go. Boop. So now as you can see, basically what this does is it will give us 1 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 6 and so on until it multiply by 31, right? Okay, so now you can see, okay, that's a really huge number. Let's take a look how we are doing. So over here you can see that, okay, first off, both int and long are pretty fine. We have still 1, 2, 6, 24, 120, 720, 50, 40, 403, 20, and so on until at this point, see, there we go. Like, see, look at this. Right, look at this. At this point over here, box in goes from a positive number to a negative number. It breaks. It gets wonky, and there is actually a reason why it becomes negative. I will come back to that. And over here, box long, because box long has like a way bigger size than int, so it is still fine. And string math is just like chillin' over here. And you can see box in has already like well, box in is suffering from this, whatever. Box long has, it's over there, but after a few, okay, just look at box int. It's like it's doing wonky stuff already. Like, it's all over the place now. It's almost something like when the poop hits the fan, it's all over the place. You can't fix it. But when you look at box long, the moment when it goes overloaded, it also goes wonky and crazy as well, and everything went everywhere. And it's also the same thing happened to int. For box long over here, it's just a few iterations, and then guess what? Poop hits the fan, and then everything's everywhere. You go from neck, pause, pause, neck, pause. Like, it's just flipping back and forward. But box string over here, it's just doing fine. It's just doing fine. Like, look at this. It's not negative, and it's growing really quickly, but with still good precision. So this is what string math is built for, in order to deal with really big and wonky numbers. Okay? Like, and I would say this is a really good tool when it comes to cryptography. Why? Because in cryptography, we rely on really huge, big, wonky numbers. Like, you take a number, raise it to something like a 300, well, like, you take a number and then you raise it to the 300th power. If you're just simply just using int or long, you go wonky. But string math over here, I hope string math is able to do that. It's just I haven't implemented that yet. So yeah,